I'm getting ready to do a home investigation right now. My daughter Heather is friends with this woman that Heather used to work with her, and so she's been having some strange experiences in her house. So is her husband, her and her husband, but especially her husband. So they've asked me if I would do an investigation there tonight, and I am bringing my friend Kris, which none of you have met yet, but you're going to meet him tonight. He's sitting right over here. I don't know if you want me to put the camera.
You can. I'm just a little camera shy.
He's
hey,
a little
everybody.
This is Kris. Yep, go ahead.
I'm Kris with a K, K-R-I-S. First time with Patty. Can't wait. Excited.
And he is a psychic medium. He's the one that I've told you guys about. I've mentioned it in a couple of my videos and things like that. He's the psychic medium that I ran into not long ago, and he gave me a message from Mike, which I knew right there he was legit, because what he told me was something he had no way of knowing, and that was that I had just found Mike's ring not long before. And you remember that?
Oh yeah. That was way in the beginning.
Yeah. So we've become friends since then. He's done readings at my shop for me, and we're going to be doing a lot together in the future. But this is his first time on a paranormal investigation with me. He has been watching my videos since we became friends and keeping up with what I'm doing. But we're about to go here to this home right now, so I will be right back.
Hey guys, it's me, Heather. So I actually met Mary back in 2017. We used to work together at a place, and she was actually the nurse at the facility, and she was an amazing nurse. I'll always remember her for that. There was one particular incident that happened there, and every time I think about it, I think of Mary. While I was working, I found out that my stepdad had passed away that day. I was actually in one of the patient's rooms, and one of the girls came in and said, Heather, you have an important phone call. You need to come take it. So I was like, okay. So looked down at my cell phone in my pocket, and sure enough, I had 35 missed calls from family. So I knew something was wrong. Some kind of tragedy happened, something happened, and I needed to get to the nurse's station to find out. Well, I picked the phone up, and sure enough, my stepdad had passed away. I remember just kind of being in and out of it, blacking out, couldn't believe what I was hearing, and I just wanted out of there. So I hung the phone up, took off down the hall, and I just remember Mary being there. I remember her wrapping her arms around me, comforting me. She shut all the doors that were around me, and told everybody to stay back. And it was her and then two of my other girlfriends. We were all four in the one little area, and they were trying to calm me down. And I remember Mary just telling me, like, you have kids, you need to pull it together, you need to breathe, Heather. So I'll never forget her for that. I do feel that God placed her in my life at that very moment to comfort me, to pick me up off my feet, literally. So thank you, Mary, from the bottom of my heart, for being the person, like I said, that God placed in my life at that very moment. So thank you so much for that. And also, I'm super excited that you have done a video with my mom, and I can't wait to see that with her and her friend that came out to your house. I know Mary has had some paranormal experiences because she has reached out to me through the years, telling me a little bit of stuff, along with her, and I think some of her friends as well had some experiences. So super excited to watch this one. And again, just wanted to say thank you, Mary. I'll never forget you. Hopefully I can link up with you again soon and see you. But for now, enjoy the video.
Okay, so I'm here at the home now, and I'm sitting here with the homeowner, and I've been talking to her and her husband for a few minutes, and Kris is kind of walking around with her husband right now, to get a feel of each room and see what he feels and sees and things like that. So I'm going to turn the camera on her right now, and her name is Mary, and she's, oops, I didn't know they were going to be kind of loud. Oh, stop there. Hold on. Something's going on in the other room.
He does this all the time.
Does he? So whatever is here is doing something. It's affecting him.
Yeah.
He's seeing it, feeling it, and hearing things and stuff like that.
He was telling me that he was walking from the bed to the bathroom, and he saw, like in his mind's eye, a shadow person standing in the bathroom. He was able to describe the shape and such like that, and explained that he didn't see it with his eyes, but he saw it internally. And but he was able to talk to it and told it that it couldn't be here and he needed to go and such like that. So but he gets affected like that all the time, and there's times that I have to wake him up at night because he's yelling and something's attaching itself to him and puts him into these nightmares.
Oh my gosh.
And I have to wake him up roughly to get him out of it.
Wow. And how long has this been going on?
As long as I've known him.
Really?
Yeah.
So even before you moved here?
Yep.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I wasn't aware of that. That's good that we're talking
Yeah.
about this then. Wow.
Yeah. So he's done that as long as I've known him.
So it's like something is following him.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So this is Ivan. This is her husband that we were just talking about. So Ivan, I heard you in there kind of yelling at something happened. What'd we miss?
Okay, well, what I was telling Kris was that I've been determined to find out, what's going on in this house, whether it's a person or whatever it is. And so I've been speaking out. I've been saying, I'm going to find out sooner or later who you are. So why don't you just speak to Kris? He can hear you. And speak with him and let him find out what it is that, you want or why you're here, So that's what you heard.
Oh,
basically.
okay. I got you. Okay. I didn't know if something happened.
He's drawn to that room more than anything right now, and into the closet.
Oh, okay. So, she was telling me that you've had some weird experiences even before you moved here. So do you think maybe something's following you?
We've had some experiences.
Whoops, the dogs are
Yeah.
freaking out over Kris.
I know I got some pictures somewhere, but when we lived on Harbinger, we definitely had energy in there that was not, it wasn't stable, I guess you can say. It wasn't malevolent, but yet it was like, what you're doing here and whatever.
Yeah.
So, so this was a good one. Remember that night I stuck the phone out the door? We had a pocket door separating the living room from the bedroom. And I took a picture up in the corner. I don't know why, but there was an orb about that big.
Oh, wow.
In the picture.
Okay.
So we go out and I believe in, we're Christians sometimes. Anyway, and but I started calling. I said, Michael, Father God, send Michael down. And all of a sudden, that energy shifted. I started retching and retching and retching. And finally, after a while, it passed, but it was like, boy, that was a messed up night.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
I was telling her about your nightmares that sometimes affect you.
I've had, yeah. It started when I was around 15, back in New York City. I was brought up in New York City, in the projects.
Okay.
And the first time I had an encounter, I heard heavy breathing right next to me. And it's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So I turned over, tried to ignore it. And
oh, wow.
turned on the light, stopped. Turned it off, started again.
Oh, wow.
So I said, oh, this ain't good. So anyway, I managed to go to sleep. Back then, there was no AC in those apartment buildings, and in the summer, I'd take the blanket in the heat of the summer, sweat, but I was scared to death.
Oh, wow.
And so it continued. It continued for a while. One night I couldn't move. I was fastened to the bed. and it felt like a vibration going straight through the middle of my head. And and my ears were ringing. It's like, and so I finally woke up from that, and I mean, again, scared to death. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't understand. Couple of months go by, I told my parents, and they finally decided, we'll sleep in your room for one night, couple of nights, and you come in our bed. So we both had they had the regular size beds back then. So, and they said, no, we didn't hear anything the whole week. We did not hear anything. Okay, fine. So I go back into the room, about a week later, starts again. So, yeah.
What about the eyes that you saw?
The blue eyes. As a kid, I guess I was being a pest. And my mom got upset with me, and so I went into my room. I laid back on my bed. The bed was this way against the wall, but there was a window, so I'm laying perpendicular to it. And I looked up towards the top of the blinds, just two bright blue eyes staring down at me.
Wow.
And I went, wow.
Oh,
I told my mom,
wow.
and so my mom says, yeah, that's punishment from God. And it's like, oh, gosh, I
What
don't
floor
need to
were
hear
you
that.
on?
Oh my gosh.
What floor were you on?
5th floor. On the 5th
So
floor
it
back
wasn't
then.
some
That's
standing
crazy.
Nobody outside, no.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't
Wow.
have homes in the Bronx.
Wow, that's just crazy. So it sounds to me like you're haunted. Like something's haunting you, and it's following you throughout your life wherever you go.
You're kind of on that, Patty.
Okay. So Kris, what did you get?
Alrighty. We're going to be jumping around really fast here because I got a lot here. So, for starters, we're going to start with when I went outside. I've heard him telling you that, yes, there's been a lot of Native Americans on this land. There's some point in the past a fire. That's why I brought up the question about the water or lake around here. I sensed somebody may in a long time past, like a child of some sort, may have drowned or possibly. I don't know how deep the water would have been, but for a child, I'm feeling like that. I don't know quite the age, but like, young one.
Okay.
I did get a name from the figure I saw outside. It was like a Jack or a John, started with a J. That's all I could make out of it. Going into you, that's why I was asking about your ancestry. You say it was your father that was in the Korean War?
My father's dad was, my father's brother, younger brother, was in the Korean War.
Okay, because with your mediumship, that is one of the energies that surround you.
Okay.
He's kind of like trying to look out for you because he's concerned with you because he feels like you're like, I want to say it. You're drifting away from yourself, but I don't think that's going to make sense to you.
Okay, go ahead.
Or does it? Does it make sense?
No,
to you?
no, just talk, don't talk.
Okay,
And I'll,
okay. As long as it makes sense to somebody.
okay.
Yeah. So you're kind of drifting. I take this off. So you're kind of drifting away with that. You will refine yourself again, but it's going to take time. I picked up on her energy. She's very bubbly, sweet.
Yeah.
I did detect, the capacity. Has she also experienced nightmares? Has she ever mentioned that?
She's woke up crying quite a few times over the past few years.
And I'll have to mention this to you, Patty, because I think what may help her with her nightmares at night would be to get her one of those small black tourmaline, black palm stones and put her underneath her pillow at night. That way it'll like absorb like her negative thoughts, negative energies, suck in those negative nightmares. It should at least help with some of that, at least.
Okay.
Yep, good idea.
And actually, I would prefer for you guys to get one for yourselves too and put it on your pillows too, especially you.
Her thing is that you never know what one night is going to be as opposed to the other. In other words, she could sleep through the night, or I can, she's in bed no later than 10. And she could be talking, if you'll allow me, please, give you a better idea. She could be talking, she'll doze off, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, she's back up talking again. So it's kind of sporadic with her sleeping. You know, and like I said, and sometimes she'll sleep through the night. But that's her.
No, that's totally fine. Thank you.
Wow.
Because I'm glad you were saying that, because that's where I was going to get ready to say with next. Because now we're going to the mediumship, because you said that's your daughter that runs in the family. So she's also got some mediumship going on with her too. And with her having the that, it's going to. I'm not going to say it's going to hinder her life. Does she have like any interest in like hobbies, like whether it's like maybe like arts or music or anything like that?
She likes music very much. She likes to watch certain programs
Okay.
on YouTube. Basically, she likes to watch cooking shows.
Okay, that's perfect.
And then she likes to watch sceneries. So we have a lot of sceneries of like Switzerland, places like that. So that she's got her own channel
Okay, good.
that I devote only to her.
Good. Because I
She
want.
loves rock and roll.
Who doesn't? So with her mediumship, doing what you're doing with that, keeping that positiveness will eventually, as time goes on, should start helping her. I mean, obviously we can't control her mind, but if she can try to keep as much of like a positiveness and watching like things that interest her, you know,
Right.
the cooking and stuff, keeping her mind occupied,
Yeah, with that.
that will drain, not so much drain, I don't want to say that word, but draw her energy towards other objects, inanimate objects like this,
Okay.
and she won't be as attention focused, and it might also make her a little bit more tired towards the evening as well.
Okay.
And then, like I said about the black tourmaline stone, definitely get that for all you guys.
Okay.
Other than that, I didn't really sense anything like negative with her or anything. She's just gonna have to maybe just work with you guys. You guys are gonna have to work with her. She's still gonna have, you know, her moments regardless.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I think it will subside a lot more. It's gonna probably take maybe, because you guys just moved here, right?
About 3.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Give and take the energy around here and a couple other things I'm gonna address to you guys. I would probably say give it maybe about 2 years
Okay.
before it would maybe start showing a little bit of improvement.
Okay.
Because I'm guessing it's also a little bit of a struggle at times to.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take a little bit of time on that. But she's I can tell she's very determined.
Yes,
so
she is.
she's got a very good strong will, and that's gonna help her a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Now. Okay, good.
Okay.
You described something about her that you didn't know.
Yes.
She's very, very stubborn. She can be, depending. Oh yeah, she won't budge.
Oops.
Like I said, I'm gonna have to jump around again. So,
Okay.
because if I have to come back to her, I will. Because I'm still also getting messages too. So I'm trying
Okay.
to. The reason why I asked about your neighbors is because somebody around here close by was dabbling. And I don't think that's going to be good with fueling the land around here, give or take its
Okay.
history. Now that's going to be kind of out of your hands, but what you can do is salt the property and sage
Okay.
the house. At
Okay.
least it'll keep other people's, you know, dirty
Okay.
laundry to them.
Okay.
And I'm not sure, but I got like toward back this way to one of those houses. That's why I kept directing myself to over there
Yeah,
as well.
you kind of stayed over there in that area. Yeah, you did.
I couldn't determine which house, and I don't want to like make judgments of people either.
Sure.
But somebody's doing something. they shouldn't be.
These are new people that moved in. I think they've been there for about a year
Yeah.
because I met the previous owner. And so next thing I know, it was quiet for a while, and then this big
Yeah.
aluminum house that they put up, you know. And then there's another house that I forgot to mention on this side across the street. That's a brand new house.
Okay.
And I don't know if these two guys are in business together. It's like in construction. But that was a fairly big piece of property, and it was cleared out, fenced up, along with the brand new house. And they come in with heavy equipment.
And all
in and
that
out.
land being disrupted is also not helping the area too. But
Okay.
Yeah.
like I said, if you guys at least protect your land, salt it, Just get like a spray bottle of streams, mix some warm water and salt, just spray around all over.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely stage this house too.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have ever done that yet. I don't feel like you did. Definitely.
I'll see if I have any in my bag for you. I have plenty at home. I should have brought some. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Honestly, I would probably suggest, because this is, it's this land. This could probably much be as long as you live here kind of thing. Sage.
Okay.
I wouldn't suggest you have to do it constantly because I don't sense anything negative with anything, even outside. I don't sense that. Maybe a little bit like a lostness out there, but I would suggest maybe about like once every 3 months.
Okay.
Sage property at least once a month because of the neighbors.
Right.
So we covered that. So we're gonna jump to. Where do you want to take me? Because I'm hearing what I'm looking and I'm hearing at the same time. So.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna. So I'm taking your master bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
In there, I saw a big, bulky man. Not like intimidating or anything, but a big, bulky man.
Let me get a pencil.
Kind of. He's protective. He's
Protective? Really?
Mm-hmm. I feel like in life he may not have been, but I feel like as his duty in the afterlife, he kind of is doing it to make amends with somebody.
Okay.
I wasn't able to find out who, so
Get a piece of paper.
go ahead. You want me to wait?
You want to wait, babe? He can't hear for nothing.
Yeah, he just wants to write some stuff down. There's a lot to take in here. That's
Why do you think I had to write?
I know, that's why we gave Chris about an hour. He was actually walking around here for about an hour before I even put the camera back on because there was a lot to take in and to get. It's like a
That's your
knock.
ice machine.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let me continue.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm sorry. Where do we leave off at? Because sometimes
About the big bulky man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was the only thing I can make out with that in there was he's guarding, he's protecting an individual in there,
Okay.
making up amends for something that happened. There is also a female here too.
I'm interested in that. Give me the details.
I got like a motherly figure out of it.
Okay.
I felt like she may have passed with cancer at some point. What else did she tell me? She had short brown hair, I believe,
Okay.
but I think it was longer when she was younger.
Okay.
Might have been cut as time went on, because I saw kind of both short and long, but it was still dark brown hair.
Okay.
Possibly black, but I think it was dark brown. Glasses at times.
Mm-hmm.
She was most productive in that room with the closet I was pointing out to you.
Okay.
You do have another female here too, though, but I couldn't figure out who she was. She was flying around. That's why you saw me looking up the ceiling.
Okay.
Something up there with your corner. I'm not going to say that there is a portal there, but there is an entryway, like a window. It's not like
Okay.
anything negative. I wouldn't say you have to close it because, which I'll get to with him, it's probably pretty much not going to really close. You have the upper right
Into that
corner,
area right over
top of the
there.
cathedral part.
Okay.
I tried taking pictures, but I wasn't able to get anything.
Okay.
She comes in through there a lot. She is constantly flying around the ceiling. I don't know if you guys may have ever witnessed anything like maybe a shadow going across the top of the ceiling at times. That's her. She's ornery.
Okay.
She's not like, nothing like, again, nothing negative. But she likes to play switcheroony. She likes to make objects appear, disappear. She,
Ooh.
I don't know if you guys have ever heard knocking.
Yes.
I
You
get
have
more
heard
like,
knocking? I haven't heard
Yes.
any knocking. You have.
I've
Okay.
heard knocking on, when I was walking, I heard it like kind of like on a window. And there was one of those doors in his bedrooms. I think it might have been her bedroom closet. I think I heard maybe a knocking of some sort.
Okay.
There might have been another room too, but I can't remember, and I apologize for that.
Oh, no
'Cause there's so
worries.
much. So now, are we still staying with her? So we're gonna jump to you real quick.
Okay.
You're gonna have to really start watching your lungs,
Okay.
which is where I'm also kind of getting with that question you asked me earlier. I think as time is going to go on with the way you're wearing yourself down, your health's going to really start hitting you.
Okay.
And for you to take something like that step, as much as it would be great for you financially,
Right.
it's going to really start bringing you down.
Okay.
And I feel like right now you personally, because I'll get to him later, you've had a lot of trauma and turmoil in your life,
Yes.
and a loss of somebody not too long ago too.
Yes.
And I think that was the L name I might have heard.
Linda.
Lynn. Okay, I was gonna say Laura, but
Wow.
there's Linda.
Linda.
I was gonna say Laura.
Yeah, she's my second cousin.
She's around you a lot.
Okay.
I think you may have, but you're probably not gonna be able to validate this for me. But I think you may have had one time or twice had a dream with her. It was like a dream
Yes.
with it. Okay, you can validate. She really wants you to just focus on kind of like where you're at now.
Okay.
Kind of do like a standstill. As much as, I mean, she wants to see you succeed, but she doesn't want to see you crash either.
Right.
So again, everybody has free will, so you can take whatever you want, but I will always say prayer for everybody. So, your arthritis in the knees, correct? And did you, I don't know if this was you, but did you also recently, or not recently, but maybe 5-6 years ago break a leg or twist an ankle or anything at all?
I had surgery on both of my ankles
Okay.
several years ago for ripped Achilles tendons.
Okay. Unfortunately, that's going to come back later on. It's not going to
I
be.
feel it.
It's not going to be as extreme as what you went through, but it's going to also kind of hinder you.
Sure.
So, I used to know of a perfect exercise because my grandmother had similar situations, but I can't remember what her practices were. If I can, I'll let Patty know and let you know,
Okay.
because there was something to kind of help strengthen it
Sure.
without hurting yourself more. I'm trying to catch my breath because I got so much going through me. That's one downfall, is I get too much energy at once. And do you also experience nightmares?
From time to time.
Sometimes.
They will subside.
Okay.
I think especially once you get that stone,
Okay.
you out of everybody in this house will probably spiritually, because you also have abilities too, but not like what he
Right.
has, which I'll get to him like I said. But meditation might help you a lot too.
Okay.
I think you may have tried meditation in the past, but you kind of gave up on it.
Yeah.
Try to get back into it when you have free time. I know it's stressful right now.
Yeah.
And maybe take this opportunity, like what I just told you to. Try doing that, because that will also bring down your blood pressure. And I'll teach you a technique too,
Okay.
because it's supposed to help blood pressure, because I sense that with you as well.
Okay.
And you.
Really? Okay.
Not as intense though with you though as I do with her.
Okay.
But you do have some. Speaking of you,
Yeah.
might as well jump to you now. So your mediumship, of course, runs in your ancestry. I get it from like 2 or 3 great grandfathers, but I also feel like there were some females on your side of the family too that also had it. But then I feel like it kind of skipped 1 or 2 generations, and then boom, you were there.
I heard a story
Okay.
about this was my cousin. She was my second cousin, speaking about her mom, who was his maternal aunt, and she used to read tarots. And she, from what my cousin said, that she was pretty spot on. That's all I remember.
Okay.
So we're going to a time where I didn't know nothing about this. So, but
No, that's totally fine. Because a lot of times when I do readings for people, they can't even validate because they don't know like certain sides of families and this and that.
right, exactly.
Also, since we're going back to that, because we're going to talk about your mediumship. So, let's try to take you back to as far back as you can early remember. Have you constantly had nightmares growing up as a teenager?
Yeah, I had terror nightmares.
Terror nightmares?
Yeah.
Were you also at sometimes points like, I don't want to say punching walls, but in your sleep, like maybe kicking or hitting something like that, anything like that along the lines?
Running away.
Running away, running in your sleep?
Running from something I didn't know, but I knew that I had to get going.
You're running from yourself.
Don't you remember all those terror nightmares I've had?
Did you hear what he just said?
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
I didn't get it. What'd you say?
I said you were running from yourself.
Sometimes you don't.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you don't
That
realize
makes
it.
kind of sense to you?
And I still can't get rid of me. That's the problem.
I like that one.
Oh, that's
Okay, I never. Okay, no, I'll
No,
accept
I've
it.
heard of that, and I've been told that before too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, okay.
Sometimes we don't realize these
No,
things.
no.
You know.
So, I want to say, I'm going to take a rough age stab with this for you. But I'm going to probably say about 25, 26 is when you started really feeling things around you more and more and you start getting older. And now, to where you're at now, I feel like you have very strong clairsentience, which is the feeling and sensing.
Yeah.
Your clairvoyance, which is the seeing or what they call daydreaming sometimes, you have it, but I think you kind of ignore it at times. I don't think you're aware that you're ignoring it though.
I picture a lot of things, a lot of scenarios in my mind. And I feel it's a hindrance because I've always had difficulty in school because my mind floated. Now, I'm sure there was some ADD in there also, but I can't stay focused, and just like, I just create scenarios in my head for no reason, and it's weird.
Well, here's a little thing about me. I was born with ADHD.
Right.
So with taking a look at how I am, with
Okay.
how you are, from what I personally, I'm not going to go against like doctors and anything like that, but for me personally, I feel like ADHD is an early stage of mediumship. We just don't know how to control our energy.
Okay.
I've heard that before.
And
I believe
when,
that.
of course,
Wow.
when people start medicating, it brings us down, changes, so on and so on. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't people who, need medicine, but like I feel for your case, I don't know, were you on medicine?
No.
Okay, that's a good thing. But that is that is very good.
This is what I do now.
That actually happens quite a bit, and I've seen other people who've had similarities. And it's not even just like ADHD; it's also like your other conditions too. Your mediumship, like with her, you're gonna have to try to start meditating. For you though, because does your mind keep racing a lot?
Always racing.
I feel like because you can do this on like a quieter note, you might need one of those like guided meditations, like on like YouTube or TV or something like that, where they coach you. Because I feel like your mind wouldn't be able to sit still long enough to do it when it's completely quiet and dark, or like she could. I think if you start really getting in touch with yourself and reconnecting yourself, I mean, you're connected, but you're looping around. You're running in circles in your mind. You need to bring yourself to just the one, what word I want to use, one plane, I guess.
Pick a subject and stick to it.
basically. But
I have the same issues, so I know.
Okay.
I know just how it feels.
you got determination, but you need the dedication. Also, too, and this can be for you as well, you can also keep your beliefs and call upon archangels as well to help you. Obviously, everybody knows Archangel Michael for protection. You can also try Archangel Hamiel. She's in charge of like your third eye. She can help you maybe like start understanding it a little bit more. You can also call upon Archangel Metatron. He also can help you with like, I don't want to say just the clairvoyancy because he can do a lot too. I want to say clairvoyancy and maybe like more of like the feeling. Those pretty much would be your two main ones I would call upon, other than of course Michael, because there's other archangels, but I want you to take baby steps first.
Sure. I understand.
Because you're there. You just got to really be aware, if that makes sense to you.
Okay. And then that doubt comes in because since I'm not
Trained.
trained or as well versed as you are, for lack of a better way of saying it, I wouldn't know where to go, what to do, what to say. So
Well, here's
if I can get, kind of like a little bit of a
We'll
kick in the
write some
butt
things
and
down
lead
for
me
you
in the
too.
right.
Yeah,
Maybe
definitely.
even a website
Just to
to
give
check
you a little heads
out.
up,
Okay.
nobody ever gave me any advice. I basically self-taught myself a lot. So
Okay.
So if I'm able to do it, anybody can.
Right.
It's determination, concentration, of course, and of course, let me take away stress. But so yeah, those archangels will be great for you. There was something I was going to say to you too, and I can't remember what I was going to say. Give me a second, because now I want me to jump back to her, but I'm not quite finished yet.
Okay.
Let's see how the archangels. Okay. So you've had doubt all your life when it came to your abilities and stuff. She's kind of nodding. So
She knows me.
here's a little helpful thing, because I've been doing this, and anybody can do this. Any negative thought, negative emotion, negative action, doubt, depression, anything in your mind or even out loud, just say, I want to send it to heaven. Just those exact words, because heaven is all positive. So if you're sending anything negative, it's just going to ping off and go wherever else.
Okay.
Okay.
So that would be something I would recommend constantly. Like if you say prayers, just say, please God, send my doubt to heaven. That's going to start helping. That's going to take time, of course, because nothing's
Sure.
overnight, but should start helping.
Well, I'll only be turning 71 next month, so.
Yeah, you're still young, man.
One thing I wanted to say real quick is I wanted to highlight something he just mentioned a little bit ago about being ADHD and everything. One thing I have noticed since I started doing paranormal on YouTube is I would say 90% of my fans are ADHD. It's almost as if ADHD people are drawn to the paranormal.
Oh,
Right.
really? Okay.
And I hadn't really put that much thought into it until you said that. I'm like, wait a minute. Because in my mind, I'm thinking all this while you're talking, and I'm like, that explains a lot, because so many of my people, and they're watching this right now, they can put in the chat, hey, yes, I'm one of them, because I hear it all the time. I'm ADHD, I'm bipolar, all these things. But like you said, it could just be that they're gifted and they don't know how to channel it or what to do with it or what it is, or you know what I'm saying? And they just feel like they're crazy.
And unfortunately, the world is just quickly to just say it's a mental issue or it's this and that. Everybody wants to think spiritually. Everybody wants to think
exactly.
You can't see or feel it, that ordeal.
Yeah.
But that was something I had to learn over my years too. So.
And you think about this too. For many, many years, we have blown out candles and made a wish on our birthdays, right? Since we were children. isn't that kind of like magic? Witchcraft, magic, whatever. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
You're making a wish. You're blowing out candles. You've got candles lit. You're making a wish. You think about that for a minute, you know?
Well, people even like me, they say that's witchcraft.
Yeah, it's not, yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of things in spirituality that there needs to be more awareness to it, you know?
Absolutely.
And because a lot of things gets chalked up to something else, and it's just basically probably just spirituality, you know? I mean, I don't know. Just sit and think about that for a little bit. Oh, wow. Got me thinking now. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. I had to say all that.
Oh,
You guys are always free will to talk too, don't mind me. So if I have to go back to you, I'll let you know. Oh, one more thing with you.
okay.
How about, do you have, are you or have you had a lot of eye issues? I'm not judging by the glass, but I'm talking about like, as age went on.
Lately, my eyes begin to tear for no reason.
Keep an eye on that. Not, keep an eye on it.
Yeah, keep an eye on your eye, okay?
Be mindful of it. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's like allergy or something, but it's gonna become a nuisance for you as time goes on. It's not gonna be anything like major, I don't feel, but it's just gonna become a constant nuisance.
Okay.
And if you keep like having a rub, it's gonna of course irritate the skin and all that. So just be mindful of that.
Okay.
And does anybody here know a woman named Miriam?
I know of a woman by the name of Miriam.
I have a cousin Miriam, but I haven't seen her in years.
So you wouldn't know if she's living or not. I picked up on the name Miriam
Camera shut
too.
off for some reason.
So probably with her.
Okay.
So
Miriam
there- there's
Uni
not
would
a-
probably
a
go with
not
that,
living
yeah.
Miriam?
I don't know if she's passed or not, but it was a coworker.
Okay, yeah, because that, like I said, I couldn't get a whole lot of information with that. I just got the name, and she said she just wanted to just say, "How are you guys doing?" Like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And then that was it. The energy was gone.
Oh my.
But I wrote her down anyways, because like I said, there's like you got that window up there.
Okay.
Okay.
And speaking of the window, if you guys sage the house,
Mm-hmm.
spend more. So in order to do this the right way for you, and I even recommend this to anybody, when you're saging a house or property, first off, no matter what, always keep a positive thought, feeling, and heart in your mind. The
Okay.
second or moment that you start having doubt or negativity, it's going to not work.
Okay.
A lot of people, I've
Yeah.
seen a lot, I've even watched a lot of paranormal shows, and people have done, I sage this and
Right.
that, and I'm reading them through the TV, and it's like, yeah, you didn't do that. Now, you can't say it's guaranteed with everybody, but
Right.
Right.
for you guys, I would recommend keeping the positiveness as you just sage the whole house. Of course, call upon the archangels. Spend more time with that window up there, trying to get like the sage smoke up there,
Okay.
and just say we only allow positive energies in here, because that window was here before you guys got here. I don't even know if it was from the previous owner. It's just there. I don't know if
Okay.
you guys know, when I first walked in the house, that's where I started looking. I don't know if anybody's
Okay.
ever seen that.
No.
But yeah, I kept looking at that constantly all night long.
Okay.
So yeah, you just want positive energy to come through.
Oh, yeah.
And while you're saging, a lot of people don't think of this. Also sage your mirrors, every mirror in a house, televisions, anything that has like a reflective glass. Now you don't have to do like your microwave or anything
Oh,
like that.
yeah, yeah, okay.
But TVs, because TVs are a two-way thing.
Mhm.
Mirrors, two-way thing.
Yeah.
Make sure you sage those windows, of course.
Okay.
They could probably even use, I forget what you used, that, was it brick stuff for the front door?
Red brick dust.
They
Yep.
can use some of that for the front and back door,
Yep, I
especially
can get
for
you
what's
some of
going on
that
out
too.
back.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff I have. I just didn't
Okay.
think to bring any of it, but I do have it.
Okay.
And I have a friend that owns a crystal shop, so you could always even pop in there, and she's at the
Okay.
market, and I can tell you where she's at, give you her information. She's got a lot of these crystals that you need.
Okay.
Yeah. Her prices are really good too.
Okay.
Your master bathroom had a lot of energy too. Wasn't quite able to determine who was really hovering in there because of how big you guys had that mirror. So it was kind of like an in and out thing for me. But there was at least at one point, that's why I made a mad dash back there, because I was going to try to see if I could take a picture, but it didn't show up, of course. But there was two energies back there, and I could hear them like in my mind talking. It was a male and a female, and I don't know if it's one that wasn't very covered. I couldn't get that in time. There was a lot of energy in that room, and of course, in the main master bedroom, that corner over there. So like the bed's here, it's the right side corner. I've seen somebody standing there as well.
Right. So
By the windows?
Kind of windows, like literally like in the corner.
No, by your side. By the windows, in the corner.
Oh, by the window. That's my side. That's where I sleep.
Okay. That's where that energy is, because I wasn't sure who that was. Because, like I said, it's still been one of these people I talked about, but they weren't like showing themselves to me. I knew somebody was there.
Okay.
It might sound a little odd, but start saying goodnight to that person when you're getting ready to go to bed. Just look over to the corner and just be like, good night, let me sleep in peace.
Gotcha.
It's not being rude, but you guys, especially with you, because I had to learn this myself.
Okay.
Anybody who has like gifts, abilities, they need to start setting boundaries. So, since these spirits aren't negative, and they kind of are going to come and go regardless, set boundaries. Be like, okay, like how I told you about the window, only positive. I only want positive people in my home. I prefer you people not to like interact with us because we have her, of course, and all that. Just be firm. Don't be, you don't have to be ignorant, and never command.
Okay.
Never command the dead, no matter what circumstance, unless you're a priest exercising.
There's been times I found myself like.
Not me, I'm
Okay.
bossy. I will command them if I think they're a
I
nuisance.
tell them you don't have a right to be there. You don't have a right to
Yeah.
harm me, my wife, my daughter. You're not really welcomed here.
Yep, you can do that. Just
Yeah.
command.
So.
And then another thing I did see when I was outside was, and I already mentioned that to you, was I saw a fire from many years back. Now, there could have been also another fire recently, but what I was drawn to was way back. I don't think anybody was like really injured. I think it was intentional to scare off people, like possibly drive them away. I'm not going to be 100% guaranteed on that, but that's how I saw it. And the fire was kind of like, I'm trying to remember your outside property. So where you have that little playhouse, if you look kind of way back in between like the one house, and I think there's like another house or street somewhere, that's kind of where I felt the heat of the fire.
Okay.
So it didn't quite make it to like here, and like I said, I don't know if somebody was just trying to be smart ass about it, or because I'm getting it was like maybe early. I'm gonna take a rough stab and say like maybe 1920s, 1910s.
Okay.
I heard in 1912, but I could, like I said, I'm not 100% sure on that.
Okay.
Because it was descendants of Native Americans, I think, that lived here during this time. So I don't think it was actual. Still don't know who that was. Because I heard like, also, I was telling him too outside, I heard E name. Now he said Yvette, but I heard like an Eleanor or Elena or Ethel or Evian or something like that. I still
That's
heard
what you
that.
meant by E. Okay.
But it could have been Yvette, but
Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure. I just heard the E sound.
Okay.
But that was the only thing I could get with that name. I tried to ask what the, why were they mentioning her and this and that, but maybe it's just to be like a validation, I guess, for me to you or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I couldn't figure that part out.
All right.
Other than that, I don't think I got covered that. Now that was random. I'm gonna bring this question to you. Do you know somebody who had a miscarriage?
Yes.
And were they a close friend of yours? well, I'm not gonna say close friend, but close enough.
Yeah.
Is this person still a living person?
Yes.
Do you mind if I ask how old this person is? If you know. Or at least a rough, like, decade age range.
72.
Because as I was looking at you earlier, the first time when I stood there, and I was reading you about, like, your chest and all that, I was sensing that there was somebody who had a miscarriage, and then it just repopped in my head again, but I forgot about it till now. And if you still talk to this person, I don't know if you do or not, but if you still do, let her know that she does not have to regret that. She does not have to keep, even though she's her age, it's still in the back of her mind. She doesn't need to keep regretting it. She doesn't need to feel sorry because that child is going to see her when she transitions.
Okay.
That child's been around her.
Okay.
So I don't know if you're able to know that person. I don't know how open that person is. I can't quite see the person. I'm not trying to either, but I just feel like she's got a lot of, she needs to hear from somebody.
Okay.
Now, whether or not she may be blown back or just kind of scoff it off and not, because some people do that just to,
Right.
but yeah, I think she needs to hear that. So
Okay.
I'm going to refer that to you.
Okay.
Hold on, I just saw an energy and I was like, where'd it go?
I've seen your eyes looking like you saw something.
Yeah, it was right. It was over your head, Patty, and then it like did the zag and then took off.
Oh,
And I was like,
okay.
damn.
It was like,
Saw
oh
my
no,
mind.
he looked at me. He saw me.
All eyes on you. So that pretty much covers everything I had written down, I believe. I don't think I missed anything else.
So how many spirits do you
Can I
think are
ask you
actually in
something
this
about my
house?
sister then?
Oh, I was just asking, how many spirits do you think are actually in this home, like, hanging
Well, with
around?
the window, currently 4.
Okay.
That's
2 of
what
them drawn to them because of their
my next
connections.
How many?
Oh, okay, yeah. We're on the
third
same
one-
page, aren't we?
The third one was the one that he drew a picture of. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
That came with the land. And then the other one was that, like I said, I saw a child. And I was wondering about like a drowning or water nearby. And then, unfortunately, I don't think that was ever documented, so we can't get validation on that.
Okay.
It'd be nice to look it up, but I don't think.
When I look at this picture you drew over here, I feel like almost like Indian chief, like a chief, big chief, like
Oh,
you know what I
okay.
mean? Like you got this picture of this.
It could be.
Because when he had it, it was dark. Yes, it was.
Okay.
It was.
Yeah, he
it was a
drew
dark
like
figure.
Shoot.
And so
There
that
we
was
go.
the first time that's ever happened.
He drew
now,
that.
my
That's kind of what
sister-
he sees.
Recently, she felt like her arms were. Did one of those.
Oh wow.
She heard her name called. Now, when all these instances happened, you'd have to ask her. But she was living in Lakota land, South Dakota. Her husband was in the Air Force, and so one day she's at home, in base housing up there. Living room was on the second floor. Bedrooms were on the bottom floor. And she was laying on her sofa taking a nap when she knew that the front door was closed, and she heard footsteps coming up into the living room. And she said it was 2 dark figures. She got scared. She covered herself up, but she knew that there was 2 dark figures there next to her, and then they left. So she's had a couple of little things happen to her.
And who's she again to you?
Huh?
Who is she again to you?
My younger sister.
That's that heritage again. Because that's that medium. As soon as you were telling the story, I sensed the mediumship. But here's the thing with her. She is, and this is kind of, people need to get used to it. Oh, that's weird.
The dogs.
Okay, I was like, wait.
For a moment, yeah.
Yeah. One thing is, she needs to quit feeding the energy. She cannot be afraid.
Okay.
I'm not saying that the energies are negative, but if she would keep feeding them, because I don't think these ones kind of transition. I think they stuck around. I think they prefer being.
You know who I'm thinking? What I'm thinking? Go
You
ahead.
come up with a J name.
Yeah.
Did you come up with a J?
Yeah, Jack or John.
No, how about Jody?
That could have been. I heard a J name. I don't know for sure.
Because my sister carries around her dead husband's ashes in her car.
Okay.
Oh,
He
wow.
got cremated, and as a promise to him, she just didn't dispose of him. She's one of these days eventually get to West Virginia, where he's from, and scatter his ashes down.
Aw.
Oh, okay.
Well, one good note is ashes don't hold energy, nor urn. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so that's good. Now, if she would like invited the energy to go with her, then yeah, but I don't think she did that.
Okay.
And like our loved ones, they can check on us anytime, so they don't care what actually happens with our body.
But Jody was he had his dark side too, and he was a real bad alcoholic. And so she found him dead after coming back from a week with her kid, helping her daughter-in-law. At that time, she was working her way through law school.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wow.
Yeah. So when she came back, he found him dead. From a blunt force trauma. He fell, hit his head, never woke up, bled out.
I was gonna say, did he fall down the steps or something?
Something, he fell.
Yeah. And with alcohol in your system, it makes you bleed easier and quicker.
Yeah, that's true.
So
You're right.
I remember she called me up. And,
I don't know if it was this year, but I felt that.
okay, so I'll tell her that she does have
Okay.
some.
And she can take the same advice, get black tourmaline stone, meditate. Another thing too, which is going to be good for you and her and anybody else that has this, there is a form of psychic protection, and actually everybody can do this, and they should. So what you'll do is whenever you have moments of calmness, you're going to close your eyes and you're going to envision a whole bunch of mirrors surrounding you, but these mirrors are going to face outward, not facing you, face outward.
Okay.
And you're also going to want to imagine a huge kind of like disco ball. It's a mirror above your head. And the reason why you want to do that is because negativity doesn't like to look at itself in its own reflection. So if you have all the mirrors facing out in your mind and just keep visioning that, negativity can't affect you. Only positivity can come into your circle.
Okay.
So that's going to be a good psychic protection for you and also her.
Okay.
Well, anybody, like I said. Because I do that a lot.
It's interesting. I'm
especially
learning a lot tonight too.
Holy cow.
Like I said, I had to learn all myself and everything. Back to the meditation that will help you out. So when you do get to that point, and this is everybody, because this will help with blood pressure too.
Okay.
You'll end up closing your eyes, and they call it the 4-7-8 meditation. So what you'll do is you'll take 4 deep breaths in and out like normal, like 2, 3, 4. On your 5th one, you're going to take it in, and you're going to hold your breath for 7 seconds, and then out for 8.
Okay.
And keep repeating that cycle over and over. And for right now, yeah, it would help to count in your head because you want to make sure you're kind of getting that pattern. It will actually start making you feel a little bit chilled because it will start bringing your blood pressure down, and it will help with the meditation. And that'd be good for him too because I do sense some blood issues.
I do that one sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think there's any other forms or methods I can offer you guys. Because there is so many out there, but I don't remember so many. Also too, and this will be up to you guys, and I don't even know if she would be interested in that or not. Another great family activity is people like to do a lot of like yoga, tai chi, stuff like that. Even karate is great because you're using your own energy.
Right.
Group activities like that is good for you guys too, and that's good for everybody. Walking without music and distractions, just quiet walks. That's also great for meditations. I wouldn't do it, of course, since heat down here. Wouldn't recommend that, but I can't think of anything else. If I do, I'll let you guys know. But do you guys have any questions or comments or concerns at the moment?
You were talking about the miscarriage. Okay. About somebody that I knew. That would have been my mom. But I've had a miscarriage also.
It's funny, and I'm glad you said it because I was actually thinking it was you, but I didn't want to actually direct it to you.
Yeah.
But I still felt the other woman too. And the same message applies to you.
Okay.
They are
He
on the
would
other
have been-
side.
He would have been Christopher Michael.
That's a beautiful name.
Thank you. So,
I was going to say this too. I sensed the child around you, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't that child I was feeling out there too.
right, right.
Because sometimes I get a little bit confused with who I'm dealing with. So, but yeah, and again, it's the exact same message. He is going to be there. They hold no resentment. They will always love you. And once we all transition, they can take form however you want them. If you want to see them what they were like as an adult, they can do that. If you want to see them as a child still, they can still do that.
Right.
It's unlimited over there, of course.
Okay.
And they don't hold grudges. Because I've had many readings where I've had people who've done drugs that cause them miscarriages, and I've heard many readings that, you know, it's because of the female's body.
Right.
And it's always been the exact same messages I've gotten was they're there. Now, well, I'm not going to say that. I don't want to say that anytime soon, but I was going to talk about another subject, but we'll talk about that another time. It was about resurrection.
Okay.
Because it's not quite how everybody thinks, but I don't want to say anything right now.
Okay.
Because everybody, right now, there's a lot to take in still. I always forget about that thing.
I know, I keep hearing it too, and it makes me jump.
I was thinking, like, who was this, like, Pee-wee's Playhouse? I won something because I hear all the noises going off.
I'm surprised nothing set these things off yet.
I know,
I've been
got,
sensing.
yes, I've got the REM pod and the K2 meter over there,
Yeah.
and nothing's went off yet. Sometimes they want you to tell them. Maybe they're just observing now. Okay, so we've been sitting here talking, and I know that somebody's listening. We can feel your presence. If you could please go over to that table and touch that REM pod with the red light on it, I would appreciate it. And just to let us know that you are here. Could you please do that? Can you get close to the REM pod on that table right there with the red light?
You're around all the time. Don't make yourself shy now. Come out and play with us.
We would appreciate it. We know that you're here.
May I?
Yep, go right ahead.
Okay, like I said in the room a little while ago, when I asked you to communicate with Kris, I'm here. Show yourself now. Come on, I feel you. It's okay. But we'd like to know. Show us that you're here. Give us some proof. Everybody's quiet tonight now.
Yeah, you guys got stage fright? Come on now. Don't get stage fright on us. We're here because of you.
Oh, I do have a
Oh,
question
Kris,
for
you
you.
said something about a lady with kind of brownish hair? Okay. You really didn't elaborate too much on her?
Yeah, I couldn't get a whole
You
lot.
couldn't get a whole lot about her personality, quirks, or anything?
Just shy and reserved. That was kind of the only feel that I kind of got. Like I said, I couldn't get a whole lot because she was kind of everywhere.
We've had a feeling that it could be my daughter's mom.
Would that have been her?
Oh.
Okay, that's my youngest son there. And she was here. That's my ex-wife.
She is here, but she's mainly around her.
Okay,
I think she's kind of doing it as a protection, which could have been maybe the energy I felt strongly in her closet.
okay.
But with coming along with the protection, of course, it's going to trigger the mediumship and the emotions. So that's where, as much as I would hate to say it, she's going to want to maybe kind of disconnect that connection, because it's just going to, like, it's not going to bother her, but it's not going to be like, it's good that she is focusing on her and protecting her. She needs to not make herself so known, I guess. So, yeah, I'm gonna just say known.
Okay.
Yeah, each morning when I go in to give Courtney her medications, I feel like I'm being watched.
Oh,
And
okay.
I feel like, not like a heavy watch, but being observed.
Yeah.
And like almost like I'm being judged as far as how I'm taking care of Courtney, how I'm loving on her, and playing with her and such like that. And
You're fine.
okay,
I just heard you're fine.
Yeah.
I kind of got with you, try to spend more time with her, I guess.
okay,
Because right now, from what I'm hearing as of right now, she's, because you said that was her actual mother.
yes,
She's in her mind. She's longing for a motherly female connection that is here.
Okay.
Now she
makes
knows that
sense.
you can't fill the void with it, but I feel like that companionship has been, because you're so busy with everything,
right,
it's kind of been just slowly.
right.
And I think that could be maybe why you're feeling like you're being watched, because she wants to make sure that you are properly taking care of her, which obviously.
Sure.
May I ask, have you felt that presence coming from her closet, where you felt like you're being
Yes.
watched? Okay. That's what, because that was I didn't look anywhere else in her room but
Yeah.
that closet.
Yeah,
Which
it's
was also
always
the closet-
behind me because I'm facing the bed, so it's always behind me.
Wow.
Okay.
Always behind me.
She's just watching over her daughter.
Have you felt touched before?
Yes,
On the shoulder?
yes.
Was that her?
I don't know about this, there was two of them over time that's done it. I don't know who the second one was, but the one was her. When you felt it, did you feel a comfort, or did it get you creeped out? Be honest.
A little creeped out, but not terribly.
Like kind of caught off guard?
Yeah,
Okay, because the reason for that is when you felt more comfort than anything, she's letting you know that she's proud of you. She's
Oh.
okay.
okay.
If you felt a threat or anything like that, first off, that wouldn't be our loved ones. That would be
Right.
something more what I don't go into really.
Yeah.
But she's just trying to acknowledge to you as well that she is happy and proud of you. She is around you, but like I feel she, like I told you, I think earlier, she visits you more in your dreams. I just don't think you can remember them or recall them. At least not on those terms. Because I also have the same issue too with my dreams. Did she pass away from cancer?
She may have had some lung cancer, but it was mostly her kidneys.
Because I did detect the cancer with this too. I didn't think it was the culprit that did it, but I sensed that.
She smoked till the end.
Did
yeah,
she?
she smoked until she couldn't hold her hand up anymore.
Oh, wow.
And then I also heard too, now you guys don't have to reveal this to me, but I also heard something about, and it's not related to your job either, but I heard something about money. Money. Like, I don't know if it's like money that was like missing, or somebody may like did a spending spree. I don't know if this, I'm hoping this would apply to you guys. You don't have to
Yeah.
tell me, but
No,
so
I
the,
think I know where he's going with that.
I do too.
Okay.
But that's why I was trying to like censor what I could say.
Sure.
But unfortunately that's gonna be, I feel that.
Okay.
So
Wow.
I don't feel, so if anybody here had like kind of like, I'm not gonna say high hopes or wishful thoughts of it, but don't count on it.
No.
Okay.
No.
So
No.
Kris is holding a piece of
God.
jewelry right now, and I didn't have the camera on at first, but she handed him a piece of jewelry, and he's getting some readings off of this jewelry, and he just said something that resonated with her about it being.
I asked about if this person had cancer and if this was like a thank you. And so this will hopefully make sense to you. For you, it's a lot of sentimental value. She's not. Is it a she? Okay,
Yes.
I want to make sure because that's what I was feeling. She doesn't have any more special attachment to you, to this, but she wants you to still hold on to this because this is kind of like a, how do I want to word it? This is like a, oh, it's not the word I want to use, but it's like a blessing.
Okay.
If that makes sense to you.
Yes.
That wasn't quite the word I wanted to use. Was she very happy in life?
Later in life,
before
yes.
before the illness.
Yeah.
Very like bubbly, perky.
Yes.
Kind of, I don't want to say a party person, but like very like,
Social.
yes.
Yes.
Okay. I haven't gotten a name yet. Okay, I don't think this is the name. I heard like a Jillian or something like that.
No, not quite.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't getting the name strong enough. I'm still not getting a name. She's not giving me her name. It's because she doesn't know me, which is fine.
Yeah.
I understand that. Wait, what? No. I gotta wait till he's done. I'm losing concentration.
Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, she was.
Sorry.
And then I don't know if this is still the same energy because I got a little sidetracked. Was there also? Does she also talk about a pet when she was a dog?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's wanting me to acknowledge that to you that I guess the dog's with her now,
Wow. Okay.
or it's about to be. I don't know how old the dog is, or if it is even.
Yeah, the dog's passed.
It's with her. Did she ever show you pictures of it?
Mm-hmm.
If, now this is a long shot, I can't guarantee this, okay?
Okay.
If you would actually talk to her and even maybe call out the dog's name, I think she'll of course be there for you, but I think the dog might help out your dogs.
Oh.
It might bring them, and like I said, it's a long shot, it's not guaranteed.
Mhm.
It might bring them a little bit more comfort. Because like when I went to try to go check out your garage, I didn't want to go too far because I don't want to
Sure.
interrupt them, but I could tell they were antsy. And it's not just because where their location is, they're antsy in this house.
Mm-hmm.
This passed on pooch is what I'm gonna call it.
On pooch.
What is, sorry. It could bring maybe your dog some comfort.
Okay.
Plus, dogs can see spirits too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now she's showing me personally her grandchildren. I don't. Does she have two, a boy and a girl, that you're aware of?
Yes.
Do you still stay in touch with them?
One of them.
The daughter?
Once in a great while.
I feel like you may want to just, of course, your free will, and I don't know the whole background, but if you ever want to, maybe get in touch base with her.
Okay.
What I'm being told from this is she's gonna, I don't know if she's suffering with a health concern or if it's like it's either a health concern, a financial concern, or a relationship concern. I can't pinpoint.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lean more towards I'm gonna say a financial and a relationship crisis.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Yes.
I feel like she really needs like somebody to talk to that is not family related, because I feel like her family is kind of, I don't want to use this word, but I'm going to use it anyway, backstabbing and liars.
Right.
And I mean no regards to anybody. I just feel like she really needs like somebody outside the family to really connect with. I feel like you're done kind of like a therapist kind of thing for people too. She really needs somebody to talk to, I feel. But she doesn't want to open up though, because I think she's scared of something. She's kind of, in a metaphorical term, she's scared of her own shadow.
Okay.
I'm hoping that makes sense to you.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you can have this back. I don't need that anymore because now I'm kind of tapped in. Do you have any questions while I still have the energy?
Does she come around?
Not here.
Okay.
I feel she's more at your... Do you work in a hospital?
Nursing home.
Nursing home? I feel like she's more active around there.
Okay.
I feel like she also has a connection to somebody there too. I don't know for sure.
Okay.
I don't know if you're aware or not.
No.
Was she ever at that place?
No.
Okay. I still sense some kind of connection, but it can't be validated though. But she does, I think, know a male there, an elderly male who's...
Could be a patient there, could be a nurse or somebody there that she...
Yeah, I can't per se, and I can't...
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't want to give a guarantee with this either, but there's a connection there. And that's why she's also there a lot too. And she does worry about you as well, like I told you with everything I told about you. Did you also have a dream of her?
Yes.
She wants to come back to you, but you are going to have to go back to that discussion where I had earlier with you with the meditation.
Okay.
Because with your stress that you're going under right now, you are not going to really like remember or acknowledge any of it.
Okay.
But she really just wants to like kind of like keep tabs on you like she is now, but she really wants to see like how you are internally. So whenever you do get to the point of the meditation and everything and you're starting to get more adjusted, and even with him too, start talking to her, just in your mind, just say her name. She may or may not acknowledge it. I don't know. Because I feel like she's of course protecting her family as well.
Right.
And she's trying to make amends with somebody too. Like she's trying to make amends with somebody. I don't know who. I want to say a male, but I'm not 100% certain. It will happen. Is it a male?
Mm-hmm.
Is he stubborn?
Yeah.
Oh, that poor dear. Because I can kind of see her like doing this in my mind, like, yeah, and I see my frustrations, like what she's saying. He is just, I don't even know him, and I'm reading him, and it's like, okay, does he feel like he can like walk on water?
At times, yeah.
Big ego at times?
Yes.
Cocky?
Yes.
Well, she will make amends with him. Here's the deal. As I don't know what his situation is, but somebody is going to end up knocking him down quite a few pegs.
Good.
I know a few people that need to be knocked down a few pegs.
He's going to get knocked down a few pegs, and then that's when she's going to be able to make amends, because then he's going to actually realize what he has said and done, I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
He's still going to be an idiot regardless. But he's going to be a little bit more, I don't want to say compassionate, maybe understanding.
Okay.
But it's going to be short-lived. It's just going to be long enough for her to make amends with him. And then
Okay.
he's going to basically follow suit back to the way he was again.
Right.
Until he gets knocked down again. But I can't see past that.
Yeah.
It won't let me see any further.
Okay.
I still can't get her name though. And she always keeps telling me too, she was always so cold in life.
Yes.
Like freezing, like, 'cause
Yes.
I'm getting chilled here. And, thank you for keeping her warm in her heart.
Aww. Aww.
And I'm getting a little emotional too. 'Cause your touch meant everything to her.
Oh my gosh.
And I guess that makes sense to you. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to
That's
make you
okay.
like.
That's okay.
And she is going to make you laugh with saying, don't be afraid of something that you would joke about with her.
Okay.
Don't be afraid. Don't be. Now, she's not literally saying this word, but she's allowing me to say it to you. Don't be chicken shit.
Okay.
Did she say that?
Yes.
Oh my God! Wow.
Obviously, they can't swear on the other side, but she gave me the interpretation of what to say.
Yeah, yeah.
So please understand that.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, she said, quit being chicken shit.
Don't be a chicken shit. Okay.
And she also says she likes your new appearance or new look, or I guess you changed yourself at some point. She kind of she likes it.
Okay.
She says you look more subtle.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what she means by that though.
I recently got a haircut and dyed my hair a little.
Okay. Yeah, she likes it. She was actually there with you that day when you were doing it. You probably may have felt her.
Felt something.
Okay, that was her.
Wow.
Something about a game. But that was too fast. I didn't catch that. Say it again. I don't know if you can validate this, but she's saying something about a board game too. Okay, you can? Okay. She says so fast and I couldn't hear all hers game. It's like, what game? What game? What game? What are we saying here? She is in her energy field still playing that game over there.
Wow. Wow.
In her energy field, because like they don't really have the games there,
Right,
but
right.
they can create the illusion, and that's what she likes to do over there a lot. She wants to do that. And does she ever crochet when she was?
Yes.
She says she's been doing that a lot too.
Interesting.
And then somehow, congratulations recently.
Got promoted.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
She did. She just told me that earlier. This is awesome. With Kris around, who needs the spirit box?
Well, you ought to tell them about the 2 tarot card experiences that we had at your shop.
Oh, God, you have to refresh my memory.
We had 2 clients at separate times.
I'll tell you later.
We had 2 clients at separate times who got readings from me, and I don't know if they just didn't quite feel like it was enough validation, or if I wasn't like legit enough for them. So Patty did one of those oracle card readings.
Right, yes.
And both times that she did the oracle card readings, the exact same things the card pulled up was exactly what I told them.
Yep.
Wow.
That was amazing, yes.
Both times.
Yes. Yep, 2 times.
I think the one lady even said, "Wow."
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
speechless.
She's like, that was just definitely confirmation right there. I will still turn the spirit box on because I know you guys would love to have that experience. And it is
Sure.
kind of cool to hear, you know.
Sure.
Hear who
Because I haven't
comes through
heard
that
either
box.
This was my grandmother's brooch.
What is her name? It's driving me crazy.
Charlotte.
Okay, I did
She
not
went
get
by
that.
Lottie.
Lottie. Okay, I thought I heard an L. But
You did say an L name earlier. You did say, I heard you say that. I don't know if it was about that, but I heard something like that.
Yeah, Lottie's been gone a long time. Out of her 7 children, there are 2 left, a man and a woman. Okay, the woman is my Aunt Sue. The man is my father. And at times, he gets this air about himself that he's right, nobody can knock him down. That's it, he's the end all be all, and nobody can correct him. He's calmed down in later years, but we used to call her Titi, because my children couldn't say Lottie, so they called her Grandma Titi.
Oh.
So with Titi, I put this brooch on my bouquet when he and I got married.
Aww.
So she was there with us in
Oh.
spirit. And then as she was getting ready to pass, I was the only one out of the family, and then all 7 of her kids were alive. But I was the only one out of her family that took care of her. So I would go to the assisted living facility and I'd bathe her, I'd wash her hair, I'd help feed her and, do all kinds of things for her. Before she got too badly sick, she had had a heart attack and wound up going into a coma. But before that happened, she found out that I left my husband and wouldn't have anything to do with me because you didn't do that. You didn't leave your spouse. After she came out of the coma, we told her that he left me. Then I was her favorite person in the world.
Oh, wow.
And,
Wow. Is that the husband that I happen to know?
No.
Oh, okay. That's another thing, guys, I'll tell you. I happen to know one of her ex-husbands. I've known him since he was 18, and that's all I'm going to say. He's an asshole, okay? Safe to say he's an asshole. Whoa! They're confirming it! Oh, my God! Your friend, look. Oh, wow. That's great. Yeah.
Yes.
The REM pod just went.
Yeah. I thought Mary got a little bit too close to it.
I mean, I don't think I did. No.
I never. Can I just?
Oh, my battery's
Get close
on.
and
The
set it
battery's
off.
going dead again.
Again?
This
You
is.
just
I
changed
know,
it.
and I got to change my battery again. Okay, I had to change my battery again. Now that, like I was just
They
telling
went
them,
outside.
it's unusual for me to go through batteries this quickly. And I mean, I could go to a cemetery and have the same battery most of the evening. So this is, there's a lot of spirit activity here, definitely. It's draining my batteries.
Like I said, that probably would go off if it's in one of those other rooms. I'm wondering.
It might. We can go check it out in just a little bit. We'll
Yeah,
go
a
in
little
there
bit, because I'm
and
trying to
see.
figure out which room would be more presentable for it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, there's 3 rooms.
I can't believe you picked up all that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I really hope I brought you guys a lot of comfort, closure. I mean,
Absolutely.
I couldn't get that one person you thought. I tried.
Yeah.
Okay.
But-
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's all you
We
can do.
know
You
a
can
lot
only
more
you
than
can
we
only
did
present
before you
what
showed
they
up.
tell you. You know,
Yeah.
that's all you can do. You know.
Yeah.
Just like when I go out and do, investigations, I can only present what I get, I could go to the
Right.
most haunted places in the world and not really get hardly anything.
Yeah.
Other
Sure.
people will go get a bunch of stuff, but a lot of times it's fake too, because there's a lot of fakers out there.
Yeah.
Would it be a bad thing to, let's say, with whatever's been floating around, to kind of build a rapport? Would it be safe, or just to continue saying, hey, no, you can't hang out?
Well, like I said, the thing is with that window that you have there, it's always going to be there. It's always going to be open. With
Like
at
a
least
portal.
With this, yeah. Well, it's not really a portal, because other people may not be able to say this or validate this because everybody has their own interpretations.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I see portals, I literally see like the swirls and everything. This is just a window, so when I see a window, usually it's for like your loved ones, close connections, people that are like that. They kind of create it. The thing is with this land is kind of keeping it docile there. It's just keeping it there. It's like
Okay.
like taking somebody, taking a picture and just hanging it to the wall.
Okay.
Okay.
It really can't ever really be closed based off the house and the property and everything. But there isn't anything negative coming through. Now, like I said earlier in my investigation, somebody around this neighborhood is dabbling. And even though we may not ever find out, they need to stop because that's going to just create not havoc for them, but it's going to start moseying around the neighborhood too a little bit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I can kind of see it even expanding. So yeah, for like I was saying earlier, for you guys, definitely sage and salt the property whenever you have time,
Okay.
and just like maybe every 3 months, because there is nothing negative here. I did not sense anything negative.
Okay. I've never
No.
thought, that's what okay.
I didn't
felt
feel
it
it
the
either
one
when I
time.
walked in, because
Yeah.
when I walk in a place, if there's something negative there, I can usually feel it right away. And,
Now, your
and I
backyard-
didn't feel it.
There's something out in the backyard that can't, of course, get in here, and it's not constantly in the backyard, but it does move around, and that, I'm not sure if that was human error, I don't know.
Okay. You've told me that when you take the dogs out, you feel something in the woods. From time to time.
I felt it even down on Harbinger.
Yeah.
And I don't live
Harbinger
far
was
from
another
here, and I
story.
got something going on in my backyard too, in my woods, and he's going to be filming out there with
Right.
me one day soon.
Okay.
There's something
Remember
creepy.
that girl, I think it was back in October?
Yeah. Yes, that girl, Amanda.
Amanda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, there's something back there. I just, and I can't wait to see what he gets
Yeah.
from back there too. Amanda can see it and feel it too. But yeah, and I can't wait to see. I just realized the camera's facing this way now, which is a good thing because you never know what we might catch in that mirror.
Very true.
I mean, in the
In the
window.
window.
Because the reflection you can see back there too. So it's very possible, and when I watch this back, I will be watching very closely to see if anything moved back there in that room back there or out here. You know what I'm saying? That happens a lot, where you'll
Okay.
catch things where you're not expecting it, but you will.
So, okay, so again, should I just not try to befriend anything and just keep them at arm's distance, or?
We'll put it like this. If you feel okay and comfortable and it's not like scaring you or bothering you or annoying you,
Yeah.
then just let it be.
Yeah.
If it,
Set boundaries though.
yeah, set the boundaries. Be like, hey, I can only take so much. I'm say you're stressed out one day, you come here and you have an activity going on. Just be like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm stressed out. Please, I just want time to myself. Do your thing elsewhere. Leave me alone.
Okay, gotcha.
Just be firm. Don't be
Yeah.
ignorant. And of course, like I said, never command or demand.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, just remind them this is my house. This is our house. You know.
Yeah, because I'm still like, waves are still coming up.
Yeah, you're sensitive. You're feeling it, the energies.
You're always going to
sensitive.
have that the rest of
Yeah.
you're always going to, but you may be control it if you start doing like the steps I was telling you. You can get the stones and the meditation, all that, sage, all that.
Okay, I just saw something blink by the window, and I don't know what the heck it was. I'm looking.
You know, the other day, 3-4 days ago, 5 days ago, we were sitting up here having dinner,
What, talking about the light?
and the light just started.
Real? Oh, he
bright
said
flash
that.
of
Yes.
light, and then it just continued to blink,
Oh, wow.
and then it hasn't done it since.
Wow. Well, I just saw something, and I hope the camera picked it up, unless I'm just seeing things right now, but I could have sworn I just saw a blink. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and turn the spirit box on, even though, you know, we got a real live spirit box right there. We don't really need, but it's interesting to be able to hear what the spirits have to say on the spirit box. Everybody loves the spirit box, so, and I love it too. So let's see if some of these people that you've tapped into will come through and say their names. So come through and say your names, please. Hello? We hear you. Might not be able to make it out right away, but I'll listen back. I'm recording. How many spirits are here with us right now? I think it said 7. Can you all say your names? Did you guys used to live here, or any of you used to live here? I hear there's Native Americans attached to this property. What are you here for? Can you tell us why you're here? Is there something you want to say to the homeowners? Watching them. I think that just said watching them. Why are you watching them? Good job.
Okay, how many of you are relatives or friends? And who are you? So there's no family or past friends, right? Right?
I can't wait to hear this back. And when you hear it, it'll be in high definition. These are good EVPs, I can tell.
Okay.
I'm going to be able to make them out once I upload them in high definition.
Okay.
I can usually tell when I'm going to be able to make them out.
So who's watching over Courtney?
Chris.
I think he said Chris.
I think it's in my name.
I think he just said your name. Do you want to say hello to Chris? He was tapping into you, getting your messages.
You're right.
Yep. Hey, the homeowners have got some questions they want to ask. So he's going to ask a couple more questions, okay?
Who's watching over Courtney? Are you here, Terrain?
Of course.
Wow. That even sounded like
Really? Have you crossed over yet at all? Have you decided to be an earthbound spirit?
Yeah.
Do you have any messages that you would like to give them? Anything at all that you want to say? You need them to know?
Terrain, do you follow me to work?
Wow. Cannot wait to hear what you guys are saying. Sometimes I can hear it right away, but a lot of times I have to wait till I upload it and listen back.
Is there anybody watching over us and trying to protecting us?
All right, well, thank you very much. Oh, hold on.
Who did I see in the bathroom that one day? Who was that image that came into my head? Are you here? The shape that I've got here on this book. Are you here right now? And why were you here? Were you communicating with me in the bathroom when you were flickering the light bulb? Were you trying to get my attention? How about here in the living room on the chandelier? Was that you?
Sounded like grandma, but I mean, I could be wrong, you know. When I hear it back, I'll know. Okay, thank you very much. I can't wait to hear.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yep, I can't wait to hear what they had to say back. Wow. There's a lot of good stuff that came through. I can tell you right now, just by what I heard, I'm pretty positive that I'll be able to make it all out once it's uploaded to high definition. I can usually, I've been doing this for so long now, it's like I know when I hear certain EVPs, even though I don't know what they're saying right now, I already know just by the sound coming through that I'm like, yeah, I'll make that one out.
And Kris, what you were saying before about somebody being in the nursing home, Terrain, Courtney's mother, was a patient in the nursing home with me. And so she was in there, I brought her in there for rehab.
Okay.
And then she went from there to here.
Oh, okay.
And then from here to the hospital, and that's where she passed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You honed right in on all that.
Well, I think the spirit box even said that.
It did.
Yeah.
It just confirmed it. I mean, you know, it did. I mean, but we didn't even really need to turn the spirit box on. But it's fun to, oh shit, the spirit box. I think I just, yeah, that's very interesting. So I guess what we can do now is, because I can't wait to see what we've caught. I have a feeling we're going to catch something in there. We'll go in that closet real quick and just see what we. Did you go in? You went through the whole house though with the
Yes, ma'am.
the K2 meter?
Yes,
Nothing. You
ma'am.
didn't get any stuff.
Nothing. And I'm a rookie at this, but I held it up and just like the guys on TV.
Yeah, yeah,
Ask Terrain, are you here? Who's here?
yeah.
Now's your time.
They might just be moving away
from
from you. If they're not right there, it's not going to set it off. They might just be stepping way back and watching. You think that's what they're doing, Kris?
I think, because I think a lot of them got the messages across with me being here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So any voices that may have been on, even the spirit box, may have been like the ones coming through. That's why I couldn't like garbled, is what I call it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can sense, because I'm starting to drain a little bit too. So
I know it's
I'm
very
starting to,
draining. What he does is very
it's
draining.
starting not being tuned as much.
Yep. Even what I'm doing, what I do is not is kind of draining.
Right,
just doing the
right.
spirit, any of this stuff. It's just you're around spirit. You're communicating with spirits, and it can drain the hell out of you. So yeah. Well, we'll go ahead and walk in there to the closet. Okay, so I'm in this room with Kris, and he's got the K2 meter, and he's going to kind of wand it around. If there's anybody in here, get close to Kris. Oh, yep.
I knew you shifted. You're moving on me. Stop. Long arms. I hope I didn't lose her.
Gee, honey, that's your side. I thought they'd be going crazy.
It's a nice big bedroom, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Can't help but notice it. I know I'm trying to ghost hunt here, but geez, just look at this bedroom. Wow.
I think the last house we lived in, you could put it right here in this area.
Really?
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like is the blue Smurf walls.
Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of blue either. My son would have loved it. That was his favorite color, my son Gary.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just never been a fan of blue.
I had it for a minute. Energy keeps moving.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't want to be trapped, I guess. That's what I'm feeling anyways, is it doesn't want to be trapped.
Mm.
Let me try the other room.
That's, no, I was
okay.
wondering, because you were pointing there, that's the light that flickers.
Okay.
Oh,
And
okay.
so he's stuck in that corner. That's Mary's corner.
Yeah, the light bulb could be making it go
Yeah.
off though. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We've
that's...
changed that light bulb multiple times.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, look, it's doing it right now.
Come on.
As we speak.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Want me to turn on some music? I know you were flashing to the music a little while
Oh,
ago.
wait a minute. I don't think the... Ooh, I don't think the bulbs would be... I mean,
No.
I don't think that's going to set it off like that. He's way
No.
away from it. So you said it likes to hang out in that corner? Or something does?
Mainly that's those bulbs. And then sometimes, up in this one I just changed recently. Because it was flickering.
Okay.
But like I said, that when I twist them in, they're snug.
Okay.
They're not loose. Make sure that there's contact.
Oh, wow. Look
Yeah,
at that.
there
Look
you
at
go.
that.
There, you're there, huh? Wish I had to hit the spirit box.
Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
What? Unless there's something electricity behind
Is there
that
anything
wall.
electrical behind us?
No,
Not
it should all be
directly.
up here. Those wires should be running up here. Here's
Yeah.
an outlet there and an outlet there.
Interesting.
Flicker again. Come on. One more time, please. Just one more time.
Energy level.
That's crazy.
Try it.
Yeah, try that side. Let's
Try
see what
that
happens
side
over
for a
there.
moment, because that all that wiring should be pretty much the
Yeah.
same.
Right. On each side, you would think.
Right.
Oh, so nothing's happening on this side. Look at that.
I'm no expert, but the wires come in through here, go all the way over there, off the. You
Oh,
need to try that.
that's
They got that
caught
Publix.
my attention. Hand soap.
Publix.
Yeah, I've seen that. Frankincense and myrrh. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, it's.
Oh, I bet. I love frankincense and myrrh. Just blinked again. Okay. Wow.
They're messy, that's a lot.
Just right in this corner.
Mm-hmm. And you think that's a load-bearing wall or anything like that? Like is it called a load-bearing wall with electrical behind there?
I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Oh. That's interesting how it's
But
just
there's
that
no
one
reason,
light.
yeah, that
And you
bulb-
said you
yeah.
just replaced it?
We've replaced that particular bulb several times.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Yeah. Well, we've been here 3.5 years, so I've replaced all those bulbs at least once.
Do you know how old the house is?
It was built in,
2007.
Okay, so it's not really that old.
no,
Mm-mm.
Just want to see if anywhere else.
It's a beautiful home. I
It
really
is.
like it. I love the layout. Look at that shower. I feel like I'm on HGTV now. And check out this shower, y'all. About 5 people can fit in there.
Our last shower was smaller than a phone booth. The closet, I don't know if you want to check.
Okay,
it
so
out.
is this the closet
That's
that?
my closet.
Okay, is that the one you were drawn to earlier?
No, it was
Chris?
actually her daughter's closet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I
Gotcha.
went in there too. In Courtney's closet.
Yeah, because I don't feel anything in here. I actually
Okay.
get bypassing both closets.
okay.
There's a little door up there too. I don't know if that might be of interest to you.
Okay, I'll follow you where. Oh,
No, you're fine. No, I don't really feel anything up there though.
okay.
Oh, there's nothing in there you can break.
I remember one time when I was in my early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
When I was active duty, I was in Colorado, and so I had an apartment there for a while. And one night I stared into the mirror, and I got really close,
Mm-hmm.
and my face changed.
Oh, I've had that happen. I have had that happen years
I don't
ago.
stare at mirrors anymore.
Yep, I had the same thing happen long time ago. It's like my whole face changed.
Yeah. Oh, it freaked me
Uh-huh.
out. Courtney's room.
Okay. So he was drawn to the closet in
Yeah.
here. Okay. That cute little Christmas tree.
Is there electricity on the other side of this wall?
There's
the
an
closet.
outlet.
No.
There's an outlet on the other side of the
Okay, I
wall.
just want to make sure because it's kind of lighting up. I want to make sure because it's going off.
But it's down by the floor.
Okay, well.
That's the dog's.
Okay.
That's the 10-pounder who thinks he's a shepherd.
Gets up to 3 dots in this wall.